They'll see the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Detroit Pistons. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And the dunk by Grant.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Drops in the tray. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now Hayes. Following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. Grant surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Steps back. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about how he's going to try and disrupt Brandon Ingram. Coach said he's too tall to block. He's like KD in that sense. But we have to get a hand up to at least bother his shot from outside. So, Kevin, they'll try to limit his clean looks. Of course, that brings in his in-between game. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
It's Ingram on the wing. Bledsoe outside. And Adams now top of the key. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Ball no good.
D playing soft off him. He might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Here's Grant. And there it is for him. Grant's got 6.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Takes a step back. And he drops in the layup off the glass. .141 left to play in the first. Smith drives in. And it's Smith finishing it off.
I like whenever Smith leaps up high for the jam. He's a guy that just doesn't mess around when he's in attack mode to get to the rim.
Smith with some nice D. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's a 5-point game. And Smith with the stop.
I tell you what, he just brings that Mamba mentality, if you will. When he's got a chance to attack the rim, boy, he just goes to another gear.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Here's ball. Ingram outside. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the right side. From 18 feet away. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Ingram outside. Lets it go with a three. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith for three. And another three for Detroit.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Poked away. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Jackson has the open look. The three-pointer, no good. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Pelicans making a switch here. Pistons leading by 10. Pass to Grant. Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer. Grant's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pistons.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Jackson in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
For the three. That one doesn't go. Inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. With all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, their highest draft pick in a decade, Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David. No good on the triple. Smith outside. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Plenty of space. Pass to Hart. And intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Deflects the pass. Jackson drives in. And that one is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And he drives in. Ingram. Back to Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
And it's Smith missing.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
And here is Ingram. Outside ball. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Pistons leading by 14. Pass to Dumboya. To the inside. Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
Right wing. .133 left in the second quarter. Pass to Dumboya. Plumlee trying to break loose. No good from outside. Again, New Orleans turns it over. .119 left to play here in the half. Here's Hayes. No points in the game yet for him. Ellington from outside. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Pelicans trail by 16. And finished off by Williamson.
This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Plumlee's got his second bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's tipped. Here's Dumboya. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson in the post. That one no good. Detroit leading by 16. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Ellington. Launches a three. The rebound by Steven Adams. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Bledsoe with the lay-in.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pelicans trail by 14. Here's Ball, and good that time. Ball's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pelicans. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Hayes, no good. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Detroit leading by 12. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Ingram outside. Lets it go from deep. Plumlee with the rebound.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you're seeing the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. But guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
His quiet, easygoing nature, that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for, and they generally respect.
And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Hart. Tried to come right back with a three of his own. It's no good.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got to can't miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
What an athlete this kid is. Ball gets off the floor with such ease.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. New Orleans making a switch here. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Back to Smith. This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one.
And it's the combination of athleticism, speed, and intelligence Smith Jr. has that's so impressive. Just a dynamic point guard with loads of potential.
Ingram drawing the double team. Stolen by Grant. And they're moving it up. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Grant. Detroit needs to get off a shot here.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change directions and close out on shooters.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Takes a three. It's deflected. Launches it. Some solid defense from Grant.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Well, Ingram saw the opportunity to hit a three and wasn't having any of it. That's a cold-blooded competitor.
Here's Smith. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the wing right side. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Off target from three-point range. And the dunk by Smith.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Pistons on top, running away with it. We got more in store for you right. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. To the middle. Here's Stewart. Drops in the layup for 2.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the 3 ball is good.
McGee just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hernan Gomez. Doesn't go that time. And it's Detroit the other way. Jackson drives in. Outside, Joseph. Off target with his 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pistons leading by 21. Outside, Joseph. Over to the wing. And he's good on the 3 ball. Joseph's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. Jackson in the corner. Into the lane. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
And I tell you, Jackson is an aggressive player, always seeking out contact, especially while he's shooting.
And he misses all 3. Pelicans trail by 21. Pass to Alexander Walker. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. New Orleans making a switch here. On defense, the Pistons. Driving in. Makes it off the glass.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Joseph looking around. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Doumbouya. Lets the 3 fly.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pistons.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Doumbouya. Back to Joseph. So for the Pelicans, Pelicans on D, trailing by 19. And now ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the size and skill set of Ball is unique, which is why defenders have a hard time guarding.
Good on the second free throw.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even 1 free throw right now.
Outside Jackson. Takes it inside. Here's Stewart. That shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Bledsoe for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. Drills the baseline jumper. And the Pistons lead by 20.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Now, that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
From deep three-point range, no good. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up.
Blow back on my bros. Oh yeah, yeah. Just 100,000, say less, I paid it. Got plenty money, but I had to jump up on my bag.